I'm Matt Proctor, president of Ozark Christian College, and this is my granddaughter, Josie. She's the first child for my daughter, Clara, and her husband, Colton, and watching them these last 5 months reminded me of an old American short story I once heard called The Luck of Roaring Camp. Now, Roaring Camp was the meanest, toughest mining town in the Old West. Drinking, fights, murder. Roaring Camp was inhabited entirely by men, except for one woman named Cherokee Sal, who, in the story, dies while giving birth to a baby. The luck of Roaring Camp, it seems, is pretty bad luck. But the men took the baby and, not knowing what else to do, put her in a box with some old rags around her, but that box didn't look quite right. So they sent one of the men 80 miles away to buy a rosewood cradle. They put the rags and the baby in the rosewood cradle, but then the rags didn't look right. So they sent another man to Sacramento for some silk blankets to put around her, and that was better until someone noticed the floor was filthy. So these tough, hardened men got down on hands and knees and they scrubbed that floor till it was clean, which made the walls and ceiling look dirty. So they washed those down too, but then the windows looked plain. So they put up curtains and now things looked better. But of course, they had to give up fighting because, well, the baby slept a lot and babies can't sleep during a brawl. And when she started making noises that sounded like words, well, they cleaned up their swearing. And soon the whole temperature of Roaring Camp had started to go down. They would take her to the entrance of the mine in her rosewood cradle so they could keep an eye on her, and someone noticed how ugly the entrance was. So they planted flowers and made a nice little garden for her to play in, and they brought her shiny little stones, but their hands next to hers looked so dirty, and soon the general store was sold out of soap and razors. And when you read the story, the luck of Roaring Camp ends up being very good luck indeed, because the baby changes everything. Now that's what babies do, don't they? When a little one enters your world, nothing stays the same. And of course, that reminds me of another baby born long ago in Bethlehem, wrapped in cloth rags, laid in a feed box. And though born in a small town stable, it didn't take long for that baby to get into every corner and crack and crevice of this rough, dirty old world. And for 2,000 years, lives have been transformed. Not luck, but grace. The baby changes everything. For over 80 years, the mission of Ozark Christian College has been training men and women to tell that story. In all 50 states and over 100 countries, our graduates have told the story of that Bethlehem baby, and they have seen lives changed. So as you consider your year-end giving, would you consider a gift to Ozark to help spread the story of Jesus to this dirty old world? Thank you for considering that gift. Thank you for your prayers, for your partnership, and from all of us here at Ozark, including baby Josie, have a very Merry Christmas.